rest for a while, trying to please everyone who's around me. I've been putting on my fake smile, even though I'm wasting time. I don't want to be trapped in a box.
Hi guys, I hope you are all well. Today we are again cleaning the whole house and more, because this video is kind of an introduction cleaning and organizing and decluttering video into fall. As I said, I really wanted to catch up with you a bit more before we dive into those extreme fall deep cleanings, because they will be more than just cleanings, but we will talk about that in a minute. But first, let's see where we are at now.
Be like the rest when I'm not. I just wanna go my own.
So in time now, I mean in the video, we are just after we got back from our super long holiday, what probably was around 5 weeks instead of the usual around 3 weeks holiday. I already talked about our holiday happenings, that we experienced quite a few lows and highs, but in the meantime life was happening here as well. Our cat was indoor, don't worry, she's been looked after, but everything is quite furry and it's a bit disgusting, but there is a bit of cat puke situation as well, because she's been naughty and upset her stomach, but nothing serious thankfully. But the house definitely needs refresh. We got home super tired, so I didn't have the energy to change all of us beddings when we got home. So today my main goal is to get all the fur out the house, and of course we cannot forget about the dust bunnies. And as a first thing or things, I took our bedding off, and now I am just hoovering all the fur and dust off the sofa.
Gonna let the past burn down, cause honestly don't wanna be stuck in boring conversations with you.
It was empty when I started, and look at that now.
I'm gonna leave it all behind.
I did check the decor pillows and blankets, those aren't furry, but in the next couple of days I will change them anyway, so they can wait a bit.
And find myself, I'm gonna start over new.
We still have some things to unpack, and I just found one of us wristband from the hotel where we stayed in Bulgaria, and I thought I will just write the year and the place on the band, and I will keep it as a souvenir. This was our second family trip under the 3.5 years, and our third trip under the 13 years that we are together, so I don't have to worry that we will have too many souvenirs. But seriously, this is something on what we want to change, because we both feel a big need of resting time when there is cooked meal what hasn't been cooked by us, and cleanliness but not us doing it. But I think you know what I mean. I started to clean the windowsill with a polish, but then I changed it to a disinfecting spray just to make sure that there isn't any nastiness. 5 weeks is quite a long time without cleaning, so it's better to be safe.
Yeah, I'm on my way now.
My brain wasn't working still, and I nearly forgot to start the washing machine because we have a ton of laundry. So I just quickly popped in the bedroom to get a load what can be washed. We do have a washing machine now, and we are able to wash at our caravan as well, but I just didn't have the time to wash the majority of our clothes, and that small amount what we brought back with us, it just feels like used, because although they have been separated from the dirty ones, they still been in the same suitcase. So call me picky, but I will wash or rewash everything. Then back to dusting and disinfecting, and because there was a few cat puke, especially on the windowsills, I was changing my dusting cloth regularly to make sure that I don't bring any germs from one surface to the other. Plus there been quite a lot of dust, so my racks filled up quite quickly.
I'll be going away for a while. Oh, and I don't know what I'll find. Maybe I can be a rock star, playing songs on my guitar. I know I have to be somewhere else to be able to find myself. Shouldn't be so complicated. If I listen to my heart, I'm gonna leave it all behind. Find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now.
I have dusted before we went away. I also filmed it for you guys, so it's a glimpse into how we get ready for holidays, but I just didn't have the time to edit it yet. But my plan is to share that and one more video after we are ready with fall cleaning and decorating and home improvements. I really enjoyed my spring deep cleaning, where next to the deep cleanings I got some house projects done too. Projects that made our home look more clean and organized, but there are so many projects in my head that I just couldn't and I cannot get it done in one go. So I decided to make it into my routine for this fall as well. Just to give you a bit of sneak peek, we already rearranged the living room and we ordered a new sofa for what we still have to wait a bit longer, and there are some cosmetics done too, so this year my full deep cleans as well will be more than just cleanings. I am so happy that I managed to redesign our aquarium before we went away, because it looks like this time the water system works better, because it wasn't cleaned under the 5 weeks, only the filter but is constantly going, and there is no algae overgrowth, the water is quite clear. Of course the sand needs vacuuming, but the main thing is that there is a progress for everyone, for me, for the fishes, so let's hope it will continue to work. I won't show you how I unpack because those are just shoes and toiletries, so nothing really fun. I already unpacked our suitcases on the day we got home, so the day before. And since all of our clothes went in the wash, it wasn't too hard to unpack them, and this way I was able to start a quick cycle to start lowering that laundry mountain. With the hoovering, I really took my time to hoover our home properly, especially those areas where we exist and move. So this is why you can see me hoovering one spot many times in one direction or from different directions, giving more time for the hoover to do its job and suck out as much dust as it can. I am so thankful for getting to know this vacuum, because it does suck up so much dirt that I started to wonder what my other vacuum did before, because there was never so much dust in its compartment, and I thought we have a clean home. So you can imagine my shock when I first hoovered with this vacuum, like our sofa, which looks clean, and the big handful of dust was in this vacuum's canister. And just for a sec, I wanna get back to my sentence that I am hoovering, especially those areas where we exist and move. And this I said because as for now, my main focus is on the surfaces or places that we touch or we get in contact with. But all this being said, I do care about those areas that are more hidden. But in a few days time, I started the full deep clean and we took the whole living room apart. So there is no 1 inch of space that haven't been or will be touched. A quick after breakfast cleanup in the dining area. I am trying to figure out what to do with this whole tiny area. Originally there was no dining in here, only a breakfast bar with 2 chairs, and that was even on the other side. But I think we did put in this tiny dining in quite well because it serves its purpose. Now I am not saying this from a designer view because I don't have much clue about interior designing, but I always wish to learn it. Anyway, I just want to paint the wall, or I don't know, just a little touch to make this tiny space feel more spacious or more like a designated dining area. So if you are a designer or you have the designing in your blood or you just have an idea, please share it with me. We won't go in the kitchen just yet because there is a bit more to do and I don't want to use all my time in the kitchen, and then I won't be able to get the bedrooms done, especially my son's bedroom, because our cat has more preferred spaces in here, like in my daughter's bedroom, so his room definitely needs cleaning and disinfecting. In his bedroom, I only needed to change the sheet because I already changed the bedding covers yesterday. Our cat loves sleeping in his bed, so it was too furry to let him sleep in that bedding. And because the sheets is under the duvet, so it's all covered, it was fine. And as I said, we were really tired, so I just done the most important cleaning chores yesterday, and then we all had a dinner, shower, and straight into bed.
You started a fire somewhere deep in my mind. See the barbed wire, the place is grown all wild. 'Cause I don't know if it'll be enough, or if they really care.
Once the bed is ready, we can start dusting and disinfecting in here as well. One of my spring visual cleanliness home project was to repaint our windowsills because they have been painted with some kind of latexy paint by the previous owners, and it was looking yellowish, kind of spotty, so when you looked at it, it made you feel disgusted. And now wiping the windowsill makes me feel so much better. It's white and clean even when it's dusty too, and I think we can agree that painting a windowsill, it's not a big deal. It doesn't need a big budget, it doesn't take long, but still it can make your home look cleaner. It's quite in the spotlight because anytime you look out the window, and it many times happens, now the first thing what you notice is not that how dirty the windowsill is. So this kind of home projects I am referring when I say that this fall I will get visual cleanliness improving projects what makes your home feel and look much cleaner.
There's a stairway down for the both of us.
In the meantime, I started to declutter his school papers, what he brought home. This is being our prep for the new school year, but again is related to fall. His school bag broke, so we need a new one, and later on I will also pop in his closet and have a look on his uniform situation, what else we need to buy, what is too small, what can be put away for my daughter, because like the school jumpers with the logos are unisex, and really pricey, so anything what is in great condition can be stored for our daughter. It wouldn't make sense to me to donate them, then we have to rebuy them, and by that time who knows how more expensive they will be.
But let's not go there. You got me thinking, whoa, I don't know how we got here.
Then a quick tidying and disinfecting, and since we wasn't home before, there are only a couple of travel related items what needs to be put away.
I think we better run. We ought to leave this place tonight, I'm telling you. Pack up your suitcase, we'll find a new place. We'll cross the border, can't stay no longer in this town.
I don't know how did that bath mat end in here, but it needs to go to its place.
Somehow in this small place, minds begin to shrink.
They already started to play, so a couple of toys to tidy up, then I will wipe the kitchen as well to get it ready for them to play.
Everyone is too fake. Their hope eventually sinks. 'Cause I don't know if it'll be enough, or if there's a way out. There's a stairway down for the both of us, but I won't have it. You got me thinking, whoa, I don't know how we got here. Oh my, I think we better run. We are.
Now I will hoover up to make sure all the dust and fur gets sucked up, and they won't spread them where it's already been cleaned, as they are just in and out the room getting toys out.
Leave this place tonight, I'm telling you. Pack up your suitcase, we'll find a new place. We'll cross the border, can't stay no longer in this town. I don't wanna waste no time, feel it come.
Because we usually spend the majority of his summer holiday back in our country, by the time we get back the school uniform stock is really poor in the shops. This is why I started to buy them in advance, so I stock up on uniforms with a size bigger one. So now he is in 7 to 8, so now I will buy uniforms that are 8 to 9. He has a growth spurt somewhere when he turns in half years, so 6.5 or 7.5, and it happens like from one day to the other that his uniforms turn too small. So this way I can make sure that he has always the right size for him. Also, I don't have to worry that I run out of time and he won't have what to wear by the time he needs a new set. Not to mention that is more budget friendly because you can stock on them little by little, you don't have to spend a fortune in one go. Tesco usually has a great deal on them before school starts, but we never can get every type of clothing in his size what we need, so when they have the discount we buy as much as we can find just to get use of the discount, but usually the full stock will be collected throughout the year. And this is with the school logo jumpers, so instead of ordering them before school year, I always order them when it's less likely that they will have a big order, so I won't have to worry that they won't be shipped out in time. I just had to pop in the kitchen and do a quick wiping and tidying because I had to start cooking the lunch and I needed to clean in there a bit. The day before we had some cold food to eat quickly, so I didn't need to cook, and to be honest there wasn't much at home because we mostly emptied out our fridge before we went away.
Now it's a sign. Never felt like this in my life.
Our lunch is cooking, so I will just quickly load the dishwasher with the dishes from breakfast, then we will tidy up a bit more if we already started, then we will go and get our daughter's room clean and disinfected.
Not waiting a minute, awaken my spirit now. You got me thinking, oh, I don't know how we got here, oh my.
There isn't a big mess in the kitchen, so it's not much what needs to be tidied, but in the meantime we also cleaned up in the garden as well because everything was so overgrown, and I cut my love stems to freeze it for future uses, and it already started to wither, so I will just tear it into smaller pieces and freeze it until it's still kind of fresh.
I think we better run. We ought to leave this place tonight. I'm telling you.
Now I am just tidying a bit more, putting away the tray, and I noticed that the windowsill has a few cat furs, so I thought it's better to get that clean now.
We'll cross the border, can't stay no longer in this town.
I put away the clean dishes to don't spread the cat fur on them. So in springtime I did paint this windowsill, what we changed not too long ago, or added, because we used to have tiled windowsill in here, but we took the tiles off and added a wood windowsill. But for that we had to take off the ceiling or framing of the window, and we always say that, oh, let's not forget to buy a new one to close the gaps between the window and the walls. But guess what? We haven't got it done still, so this fall I will make sure that we don't forget it and we will add it. In here we have a bit more to tidy because I shoveled some travel bags and items in here. We had our cat carrier prepared just in case if something happens until we are away. Then now that we made a bit of space to move around, I will change our daughter's bedding too. I haven't changed her bedding when we arrived because I didn't need it. I mean, there wasn't better on her bedding. Our cat mostly sleeps in the windowsill here or on the freshly washed clothes if I leave them on the bed, and I don't notice it, of course. The only case when she sleeps on her bed is like now after me changing the bedding, so for a few days she will try to sleep in here, but because our daughter is at home mostly and coming in and out, Maggie gets bothered. So if there is no clean bedding, not worth to be bothered. Also, I don't mind that much if she sleeps on the end of the duvets because we can shake them or hoover them to make it hair-free, but when we go away and she sleeps in that space for a long time, there is way more hair than I would be comfortable to sleep in or let the kids sleep in, and also it's just not healthy at all.
Life is a winding road. telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes.
Now all of us have fresh bedding and we can disinfect in here as well.
And if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high.
On this windowsill there was some puke, so I did wipe the windowsill everywhere except where the puke was, and I will just wipe the dust from the rest of the furnitures, and once I am done I will get back and wipe that too. I was running out of cleaning clothes because I was cleaning and cleaning before we went away, and there was no time for me to wash them before we went, so now I am using these white rugs, but to be honest, they aren't my favorites. And since I was changing them in every room once or twice, I am now running out of them, so I have to switch in saving mode to have enough for the rest of the house.
Even if the sky is falling down, jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly.
Everything is disinfected in this room too, and I also got back to the windowsill and I cleaned it. And in a minute I will just go through my daughter's clothes and declutter them and creating a designated space for her uniforms, because this fall she is starting nursery. Our plan was that she would start in April, but the nursery had other plans, so we only was able to start this September. She only goes there for 3 hours every day. I thought, yes, finally I can have a bit of time to work, but it's truly a bit. By the time I get home, have some breakfast, quickly grab the house together, I can only work like 1 hour before I have to go pick her up. Anyway, it's better than nothing, and at least there is a bit of quiet and I can take a breath after 3.5 years. And about her uniform, I am not stocking up on her uniforms just yet because I don't know in which school she will be admitted. She preferably would go in the same school as our son, but you just never know.
Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter. Maybe you taste different. Hold up, baby. I can sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different.
I was still jet lagged yesterday, so we are continuing the cleaning on the next day, and we are starting with packing away more travel items. It's always so hard to get back to normal after we come back from our holiday, probably because we just call it holiday, but we work harder back home to create the holiday life what we imagine. There is a lot of paperwork because of the situation with the neighbors. I find it the hardest to find the balance between working, and when I say working, it means building things from scratch with no help, or figuring out like how to make the solar system to work, or how to finally get to the point with the neighbors so we can start our real life, like the actual house building. And of course for that we need permission, but until the borders of the land aren't right, we cannot do anything, not even a fence. Then there are our kids as well, they need some fun time too. So I get it why they say less stuff means less trouble. But this land was my dream since I was a kid. It also connects me to my grandma who passed away unfortunately before we bought the land. I really wish I could show her and she could come there and we could spend time together, but at least I feel her closer there. I am just packing away the clothes but I decluttered yesterday so we can donate them. There is more and more babies in the family, so I also put aside things what I can give for them if they would like it or they need it. Many of our kids' clothes are looking so new that no one would tell that they have been used, and usually if I know that we soon gonna go back home and we can take it with us, then I keep those for them. The rest goes for donation here. But of course those clothes are usable too, just a bit more worn, but not holes or big stain patches. Those I always throw away. My routine, and I try to teach my kids that too, if something has a hole, even if they or we are wearing it, mainly this is with socks, we change it straight away and throw the sock with the hole in the bin so it won't get back in the cupboard or drawer and stay there forever until the day when you realize you have no more socks to wear because all of them has holes. And finishing off the bedroom with vacuuming, and here things started to slow down a bit because the kids still been home. My husband went back to work, so I didn't have so much time, but we are getting there. And the next day we will take care of the bathroom. I just finally got rid of the potty because we don't need it anymore, so less stuff, but I need to constantly clean or move around. Now the razor will take the task over, but that isn't too bad. Anyway, here I am just trying to show you the lime scale what we have on the screen, but with not much success. Maybe if you look where the black Tupperware is, you could see it, and before you would freak out that there have been quite a few days since we got back, and I am only cleaning the bathroom now. Don't worry, because the bathroom is one of the first things what gets a clean when we get back. So because the bathroom being cleaned, today I wanted to take the time and try scrubbing the lime scale off from the screen using sieve. Now as you have seen it, the screen is not too bad, but still there is a thin layer of lime scale what is there all the time, and I think I was watching the video on TikTok when it clicked that I should try to remove that thin lime scale layer with sieve. So here we are giving it a go, and I am so glad that video just made me think about this, because it did take off quite a big part of the lime scale. Not all of them, where it was a bit more thick, like at the bottom there you can still see it, but is less visible now. So I will try to stick to this new method and see if it will take all of it off after more cleaning.
I guess it never hit you. Our conversation takes two, paying it some interest from time to time. Inside all that greatness and all of.
And of course, if I got in here to clean, then I will just quickly do an everyday refresh as well.
Of your adventures, you're all alone. Hold up, baby. I can sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different. Go on, blow up your ego. Your undying ego.
Although I did clean in here, I haven't wiped the dust off because I was more focused on disinfecting the areas what are more important, so basically the toilet, the sink and the bathtub. So now I just have to get that fixed, and then we can vacuum quickly and get back to the kitchen because we started the cleaning there but we haven't finished it yet.
Stepping on toes with his humble act and everlasting ego. Oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes. Oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes. With his humble act and everlasting ego. Someone hurt your feelings not that long ago, and every bit of you couldn't face the truth that maybe you're just not that nice and humble kind. That would be a lie. Go on, blow up your ego, your undenying, undying ego. Oh, look, here he goes, stepping on toes with his humble act and everlasting ego. Oh, here he goes, here he goes, here.
We are back to the kitchen. There wasn't much to clean when I first started to clean since we only cooked the breakfast in here, but as you can see that kitchen now got more lived in, but still it's not too bad. I have a bit of hand washing to do to free up the sink because I wanna clean out our fridge, and for that I need space so I can take out the glass shelves and the veggie books and wash them at the sink instead of just wiping them in the fridge. I already had the dirty dishes collected in the sink, and this time instead of trying to sort first the dishes what go in the dishwasher, I started to wash those which needs a hand wash. Then once there is more what needs to go in the dishwasher, I will start loading it, and after that I will finish washing the rest if there is any left. After holidays, I always find it easier to keep up with the hand wash dishes, I guess because life isn't starting back on full mode straight away, but as you can see it, as days go by, the house starts to look more lived in, I would say, because I cannot say that it's messy, more so you can see that the kids are home and we are getting back to work, so I don't have so much time on everything.
He goes, oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes, with his humble act and everlasting ego.
Keep thinking that I could have done something, but now I'm left with an empty heart. No making amends, no waking up beside you and holding you till we forget it all. How could I know there was no second chances? Like
The sink is nice and empty, so we can start cleaning the fridge. It looks full, but actually there are things what expired, because as I mentioned, our plan was a 3 weeks holiday, but because of the circumstances it turned into around 5 weeks. So whatever was left in the fridge with the food that after 3 weeks they still gonna be good, they aren't anymore, so those needs to be thrown away. Then we already did a bit of shopping because most of our food stock needed to be emptied before we went away, because there isn't many food what has such a long lifespan. So to sort everything and give this fridge a nice clean, first I have to pull out everything. Now I won't take the liquids or sauces from the door because those are fine. I hate putting like yogurts or drinks with the paper packaging in the fridge, because then the paper eventually will touch the back of the fridge and stick there, or sometimes even freeze there, and it's so hard to take it off. But life happens, and sometimes I just have to chuck them in there because I don't have time to put them in nicely organized. So those days to save the product is more important than the organizing. I wanted to do this fridge cleaning before we went away because it would be way easier with a nearly empty fridge, but with the packing and the stress for the car journey and everything, I just couldn't get there to do it. Then when we got back, I was planning to do it before we do our first shopping, but the disinfecting and getting rid of pet hair and dust was more important for our health. Of course, the fridge cleaning is important too because no one wants food poisoning or anything, but controlling what goes in the fridge or what is too bad to stay any longer in there is way easier than to control like the kids where can or cannot touch the surfaces. I will also empty out the organizers and wash those as well. At the moment, I am pretty satisfied with the organizing system what we have, it's working, but of course there is always space for some improvements, but there are other things around the house what annoyingly needs organizing, so those win the first place right now.
Dominoes, my life got really scattered. You couldn't keep the door shut, and now the frostbite's creeping in. 'Cause I've been stone cold since you left me here. So come home, why won't you reappear? Things that I said came out totally wrong. Can't speak of the truth when it's tainted.
I find it way easier and more effective if I take the glass shelves out and wash them at the sink rather than just wiping them in the fridge. Sometimes I just wash all of them in one go, sometimes I just wash and dry them one by one and start to pack back the things as I am putting these shelves back. It depends from my mood or from how much space do I have.
I fell into a big black hole. It got me.
The dishes were dry enough for me to put them away, so I will have more space for the shelves to dry and I don't have to worry that I mess the clean dishes.
Stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. Got me stone cold. No Wizard of Oz can undo what I've done. Completely out of luck this time. I'm stuck in reverse. I gotta get away now, but I can't seem to take the lead. Oh baby, how could I know there was no second chances? Like dominoes, my life got really scattered. Still.
All the shelves been washed so we can start to pack everything back. Now I don't usually do this, but we had one nearly empty box of butter, then we also brought with us another half of butter or for the car journey from back home. Then we went to shop and they had a good price deal on them, so we got one new box as well. So there was way too many boxes, so I decided to put the two half one together so I can get rid of the bigger box at least.
Find myself hoping that you'll find your way back to me. 'Cause I've been stoned.
The last missing piece is our veggie box, so I just emptied it out. We didn't got rid of all the veggies because there are some what doesn't go bad under a few weeks. Then I washed it and we can refill it.
Cold since you left me here. So come home. Why won't you reappear? Things that I said came out totally wrong.
What I specifically like is our veggie box because I love the organizing system what I got for the veggies. It works perfectly for us, it's easy to grab any vegetables and they are kind of separated, so if something goes bad and I wouldn't notice it, it won't make the whole box go bad. But also because they are separated, I can see better what is starting to go bad, so I can take care of it before it starts to rotten.
Can't speak of the truth when it's tainted. I fell into a big black hole. It got me stone cold.
Our fridge got pretty empty, but probably you have already seen the shopping bag on the floor, so there is a bit more to stock up. But as I said, we haven't got our usually weekly big shopping in yet, but now the fridge is ready for that too, and that is quite a big difference, I think.
You got me stone cold.
Now I will just tidy up after myself. I also started to make dinner, so that is cooking behind me, but there is not much left. We got so much done.
Got me stone cold.
You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much. 'Cause if you want somebody else who
I just quickly empty out the sink so I can give it a good deep clean, scrubbing its dry part as well. And let me tell you, this kitchen feels and smells so clean now.
am I to judge? I've been thinking about you all the time, but that's alright. I'm starting to get used to it, think I'll survive. I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you, I'm so alone. I met you in the without you, and I couldn't really make you stay, so what to do? I'm just staring at my walls and
Tidying up a bit this side as well, there are a couple of random bits, like I bought some new flower bulbs to plant for next year because this year our summer flowers didn't came through. It could be because I just didn't have enough time to take a good care of my flower bed, but foxes also digged out many bulbs and threw them. But in a minute we will go outside as well. Just first, let's just get that vacuuming done.
talking to myself now and then. I'll try to laugh, but I'll cry a bit as well. I was never any good at being away from you. I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you, I'm so alone. I met you in the
Somebody really enjoys her freedom. Sorry, I don't know what happened with my camera, I mean with my phone's camera, but it kept shaking and didn't really wanted to focus, and even the sun was so bright. But look at that grass, it was so overgrown that it laid down. Then here those black bits are the remainings of one part of our sprinkler system, what we set up for the time we are at home, so at least we can water our plants, but we never thought that the foxes would tear it apart. I love animals and I don't mind them in my garden, but the damages made by the foxes is getting out of control. They poo everywhere, they dig out everything. Last summer while we've been on holiday, they chewed our vents pipes, so that was a £2,000 or a bit more to get it fixed. We always have to be conscious what we leave in the garden, and annoyingly there is no one to help because they are wild animals. Anyway, let's just get this garden back to its shape. I only added a few clips, or I try to keep it short in case you guys aren't so much fan of outdoor cleaning, but I always find it really important to keep the outdoor area as clean as possible because that's from where the most of the dirt gets in the house. So if you keep the outdoor area clean, there will be less dirt taken in the house. Also, before I start my fall cleaning, I usually love to clean the entryway or entry area because with fall there is more rain, more mud, crawlers starts to creep inside the house. So to keep them out of the house as much as possible, it is important to keep your entryway cobweb free and as clean and clutter free as possible, so there is less potential hiding space for them.
You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much. 'Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I met you in the summer, when you
With this cleaning, my fall prep cleaning can be delayed, or this can replace it for the time being. We also need to take down the pool, and then we will wash everything down, so I don't plan to do one more outdoor cleaning video soon. But in the same time, let's just keep in mind that I only swept down the tiles and washed them down when we were taking down the pool, but I haven't cleaned the door or stuffs like that. So maybe if I decide to decorate outside too, then I will get those done. Otherwise, it just needs to wait a bit more. I don't know, you guys, if you have something that always makes you remember things that you haven't got done and the clock is just ticking away, but for me, when I edit my videos and I am in or at a place where I have plans but we still haven't got it done, I just freak out, and it's kind of a gut-punching feeling that again a month or a year or a week went by and it's not done yet. I have so many fun plans for our garden, but there is just no time, or we are too burnt out to find the time. I don't know which one. I have so many plans for the fall deep cleaning and organizing and home projects, but I am just panicking that I won't be able to get done even a quarter of my list, so wish me luck. The next video will be the living area fall deep clean and decorate, so I hope I will be able to pull everything together until then. I already got most of it done, but the little touches, those are where things slip out of control. And here is our overgrown veggie garden, and after picture to don't make this video any longer. Then here is the treasure of our veggie garden, what we were still able to save. And with this, it's time to thank you guys for watching. Have a lovely weekend, and I am waiting for you with some extreme fall deep clean. Bye guys!